Hello and welcome, my goblins of the infinite horde. It's SJB here, and today I've got a very interesting concept for you guys to take in. We are going to be playing BTD6, and we're going to be playing with each individual tower throughout the game, but only one of them. And what we want to do is we want to see how far we can get with that tower, doing what we think is the best thing for that tower. So there's a couple ground rules we want to go over really quickly so we can gauge how good these towers are. Of course, we cannot expect perfection because usually towers kind of work in conjunction with each other, but today they don't. In conjecture? Together? Together, whatever that word is. I don't even know anymore. They work together with each other. So we're going to be only doing solo monkeys. And if we want to get a different version of this monkey, we have to sell it and re-buy it. All right? So here's the ground rules. Similar to our hero video, we are allowed a village up to 230, but that is it. No 4th tiers, no 5th tiers, nothing crazy, and we are not allowed to get primary villages either, which is kind of upsetting, but it seems fair to me. And in addition, we are allowed to use only 2 farms. We are not allowed to spam as many farms as we can desire here, like we were with the heroes, and I believe that is fairly fair because money still needs to be a little bit tight. We should not be able to afford anything we want whenever we want it. That being said, there's obviously a lot going on here, and this is still going to be a tricky one for us, but we want to see how far each tower individually is going to get in this game. So to start you guys off, I figured the engineer was a great tower to start with, and let's go. This is going to be a slightly different video than our hero video because we don't just level up and level up and level up automatically. Things are going to change based on what we decide we want to get. So we have to think a little bit ahead on what we want to get for each individual tower and understand that towers are going to work in kind of a mysterious way. Sometimes we will not buy any of the upgrades, and sometimes we'll probably buy all 3 different types of the upgrades to make them actually make sense. But whenever possible, if you don't have to sell, you're doing a better job because you're saving up your money in an efficient and reasonable way. So what I decided to do was I decided to go for a Sprockets and eventually a Sentry Expert here, and I decided Deconstruction was the best thing for me because I wanted Moab popping power for later on if I decided to go for a 5th tier Sentry Champion. But before I get Sentry Champion, of course, I need to make some money, so we're going to be going for 2 marketplaces here, but I think I got to get Sentry Expert first because lead balloons are coming up on 28. So I'd love to show off the first Moab because you never know what the heck's going to happen with those Moab. Sometimes it's easy to pop, sometimes it's not. With our deconstruction action and all these laser beams, it looks like round 40 does get taken down, just as expected. Our first major issue on round 48. We're getting close to losing, but we will not give in entirely, and we do survive. Though I don't know if round 49 is going to go the way we want it to, guys. This could be tricky. Clearly our popping power is getting maxed out in here. It's going to be close, but it's not going to be enough. Unbelievably, we do have enough for a Sentry Champion here, but we just sell all of our farms to get it, and that's why we are an efficient farmer, which means we were good in the early game here. Let's hope it keeps up for a while, though. I don't know how deep we can go. So far, we've been absolutely dominating the Sentry Champion, and we do not need to check out any of the other engineers, but we should at least talk about them. There's an Ultra Boost, which we cannot use basically at all. There's an extra large trap, which is a possibility for us in the later on part of the games. And otherwise, we are stuck with the Sentry Champion for as long as we can. This is our first free play round. Going reasonable because we do have so many different guys who are able to shoot just the burst balloons, keeping all the slow balloons on the screen, popping them one at a time. It's actually quite beautiful. We run into our first issue on round 8. Well, not our first, but one of our main issues on round 87 here. Ceramics got all the way to the very back here, but we are able to not clean them up. So we're going to try something a little bit majestic. We're going to go for an extra large trap. So to get this guy going, we're going to go for an extra large trap. We're going to go for the top path here to make it go a little bit faster. And we're going to make sure as soon as we're allowed, we're going to lock him in place. Why are we not allowed to position him? Okay, that's not exactly exciting. But hope that this will just suck them all up. Uh-oh, one's on my god per trap. Woo! And we suck them up, baby. All right, let's see. Can we do it with Moabs and BFBs as well? Uh-oh. If they sneak around, though, that will not be good. All right. That's not going to work. We could rebuy him down here. Can we build another one? He does not build it. The good news is we have a pretty good amount of money to work with here. And we found a pretty decent spot where this circle is, because we could just kind of wrap them around twice. Unless we time it really wrong, it should be able to pick most of them up. Ooh, we even sucked up some all the way across the way there. That was beautiful. Heck yeah, keep it up. DDTs, can we handle them as well? We do have the ability to pop camo balloons, and we suck up all the DDTs. How can you top that? So one cool thing is, since we have a pretty decent amount of money here, we can swap back and forth between extra large trap and the sentries. Sentries. Oh my god, we did manage to survive. Woo! All right. We do have 400 lives to work with as well, with our 2 banana farms, so we can make that work to our advantage. Maybe a little bit of ceramic action or whatnot. These traps are barely hanging on, but they are hanging on. Barely hanging on, but still hanging on. Perfect timing, perfect placement. And we do suck them up. I think we can get these last 2 Oh My Gods as well. Dang! That was awesome. So this time around, we will start off with the Sentry Champion here. We're going to build up some of these sentries. We're going to pop down our extra large trap after we see the first DDT, ideally. Hope the sentries kind of can clean up maybe the first DDT or whatnot before we put our trap down. But we're going to build up as many sentries as we can before it's time to go. And I think, there it is. We got to go. Extra large trap. We're going to go top path as well. Get a little bit more trappage out of here. And I believe that should beat up for 95 as well. This is going much smoother. Ooh! Much smoother than I thought, but still not perfect. Round 95 is going to be... Oh. Hey, folks, this will be my last try no matter what. This is my, I believe, 4th try, so I have to do pretty quick micro. Wasn't perfect, but it was decent. We do have a lot of our guys back here. We're going to make sure we suck up this thing as soon as it's time. A lot of Moabs coming in on top now to soak up all this crap as well, though, which is the biggest issue. We're not soaking up DDTs with this guy, and our first DDT is going to sneak through. We're going to try to rebuy in time, and it's not going to be enough. Even if it was perfect micro, I don't think round 95 is possible with our single engineer. But that was a great run. Let's keep it up. It should be noted that there are 3 towers that we cannot achieve whatsoever. The most amount of money that we can save is just over $1,000, or enough for the heli pilot on round 5. But we cannot afford a super monkey, we cannot afford a farm, and we cannot afford a village. So all 3 of those, sadly, we will not be including in any of these videos here. There are ways that I could just start with $1,250 or $2,700, but I don't think it's fair to the system. So we're going to let them die, and we're not even going to test them out. And that is okay. I straight up have no idea how well the Druid is going to do. I think that I might get stuck not being able to get a 5th tier before my 4th tiers just can't keep up with the balloons. Maybe on round like 42 or 49 or something weird like that. I don't know for sure. But that's my guess, actually. If we are able to overcome and get the 5th tier going, we could probably go pretty far. But we need a Superstorm to really keep us in the game here, because an Avatar of Wrath will not be enough. And, thunder it up. An Avatar of Wrath will not be enough, and a Spirit of the Forest, will probably not be enough either for round 80 and stuff. So I decided to go for the Pop Lust Druid because he felt like the right choice at the time. He's struggling a little bit already, though, which is kind of upsetting. The lightning just cannot keep up with the amount of balloons that are coming out, even on round 39. I do have 2 banana farms, so I have the ability to do things with it, but I was really hoping that I would have no problems with this Moab here with a Pop Lust Druid. But that just does not seem to be the case. So next we must try out a Ball Lightning and see if the Ball Lightning is going to be magically powerful enough to pop this Moab. We're about halfway there now. That's not looking good, though. That's only half of my Moab health. What the heck? So Pop Lust Druid doesn't work, and Ball Lightning doesn't work. Of course, I'm going to just about guarantee that Jungle's Bounty doesn't work. And of course, we cannot afford $40,000 in any way, shape, or form. We have about $10,000 here and $4,000 there. We're like 30 grand off. So I have one possible trick up my sleeve. I don't know that it's going to work, but I am hoping for the best. Really far positioning, a really good positioning, hopefully. We're going to go for a Thorn Swarm with our Pop Lust Druid. My major issue here would be if we do pop the Moab, we cannot pop the Ceramic, so I'd have to do some magical selling and buying of something like Tornado Druid to try and push those balloons back. I don't think it's going to work, but I wanted to give it a shot here. We're at 113, and we're nowhere near the 200 that we need, or even if it's like 170, we're not there. I don't know what to do. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I wanted to try it anyways. We're going to do a buy, sell process. The only problem is I can only get Ball Lightning once. That is all of my money here. And I think he's my most powerful Moab popper overall. So we're going to have to go from this guy back to a Druid, bottom path Druid, back to possibly a Tornado Druid, just to have a chance to pop this frickin' Moab. And the worst part is money doesn't help. Here we go. Oh, come on, bro. I want to do that one more time, but I want to get second Ball Lightning out. I got another really fancy play here. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to buy Ball Lightning after the round starts. I want to get him to shoot that Ball Lightning with the Moab down this straight line, and maybe we'll do more damage. This is probably my 8th or 9th try here, and I'm giving it extra work because I really feel like round 40 should not be this difficult, but it just is. So here we go. We're going to wait for the Moab to get a little bit past us. We're going to get the Ball Lightning. All right, we might have to wait a little bit further because it still went the wrong way. Oh, we were able to pop it, but at the last second, I literally, there was zero time for micro. It was his last shot that popped this Moab, and it's all the way back here. So it is possible to pop the Moab, but I really don't know if it's going to be possible to get a Tornado Druid up and not only do that, but have him shoot every single ceramic back and somehow pop the ball. All right, this one's probably my last shot, guys. I'm just going to go for it. I don't think it's going to be enough, but I want to try. Holy crap. It's still not going to be enough here, probably. I can't really do anything else here besides try to reposition him. Oh, no. Oh. I'm going to do another continue because I just hate my life. I just can't reposition him. It's all in the monkey god's hands right now. Will the Tornado Druid save me, or will it not be enough? I don't know yet, but it's pretty freaking close. Holy crap. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it, guys. Not well, but we do survive around 40. Woo! Oh, my God. I would like to note that round 49 is getting taken down by my well-placed Ball Lightning. Putting him down here, straight down this nice little line. We have been cleaning up the balloons. Now the question is, what are we going to do with the Moab? We don't have enough money to get a 5th here. And I don't want to do ridiculous micro like I did last time. So where does that leave us? $10,000, $6,000, max like 20 grand plus that. I mean, we're at like 35 grand, which is close, but not enough. I'll try it once with some quick micro, but if we cannot do it on our first try, I'm just going to call it because this would be so much micro, it'd be almost ridiculous and probably not worth my time. It's probably possible. That's the thing. That's the worst part, is that it's probably possible. It's just not worthwhile, because don't forget there's not one Moab, but there's 2 Moabs that we're going to have to deal with here. And, oh god, yeah, this is just absurd. This is just absurd. Alright, round 50. We tried it, we did a good job, but we did not have enough money to get to a 5th tier, and the Druid has been defeated. I don't think we're going to fare that well, but we have to try it. The Spike Factory costs $930, which we cannot even do as a start. We have to wait a single round before it gets started in here, and now we have to think about what is going to be the best upgrades for our Spike Factory, not only for right now, but long-ish term as well. This is not as horrible as I thought. I'm going to share with you guys my plan of attack. First of all, if we could survive round 27 here, which is a very chunky level. Yeah, very chunky. Very, very chunky. Are we going to lose some lives? We're not going to lose the game. Good, good, good. Since we survived round 28 here, I think I am forced to get my spike balls out of fear of dying. And I think that's going to keep me in the game for a pretty long time. A 3-2 Spike Factory can take down a ridiculous amount of blues. It's got lead popping power, cam detection, and everything. No true weakness to it. That's why I'm definitely going to go for that guy. But what I want to do is I want to farm pretty quickly. And my actual goal here is to try to get a Perma-spike, a $32,000 tower. I could get spike mines or spike storms and things, kind of keep myself busy in the meantime. But I want to get a Perma-spike and start my build-up earlier on in the game. Sell him when I need to buy another tower, or maybe even save up for a ridiculous 5th tier top path or something like that. So there are options for us if we're able to get the money for it. The Moab is all usually scary, but I am actually not afraid in this situation. Spike Balls has got it. And that's going to get us to a Spiked Mines. So the problem with Spike Mines is it's really not that much extra popping power unless there's a big chunk of balloons altogether. And I'm worried that that's not actually what's happening against me right here. I'm not stalling properly. I'm not doing anything. So that might be a smidge of a waste of money right now. And might lead us to having to do some weird Spike Storm action later on in the game. We'll have to kind of wait and see it out. I'm admittedly very worried about round 49 here, specifically these ceramics. Not as much against the regens, but we hang on there through the ceramics. These green balloons were eaten up right before zebras and a bunch of regen rainbows. This could be really bad. If we lose any lives, I gotta restart. It's close. We're barely hanging on. Whew. We can't do it, guys. We're gonna have to do something fancy. This is a pretty big problem. The ability is not automatic, so this is not going all that well at this point. Can we get the ability up in time? No, we cannot. 52 lives and ugh. Dang. Try something a little bit fancy. We're going to go for a random middle-of-the-road spike factory here. And hope that we can get more random damage where if we throw it on top of balloons rather than having like a full-on backup here. I don't know that's going to be the case, but I figure it's my best shot for right now. Otherwise, I have to try to somehow get a spike storm going or sell all of my farms for maybe a bigger, better spike factory. But I don't think I can afford Perma-spike yet, which is my major issue. So I'm not sure yet. Looks like, randomly, this was better than just putting him in the back. All right. It didn't last very long, but I think it's about that time. I think we gotta sell, I think, everything for a Perma-spike. Let's see if it's gonna work. This is the interesting part, though, because I did not use a village at all with my spike factories, and that might have been able to be enough to save me. But I think I'm still better off going for this Perma-spike. And then what's interesting here is if I go for the faster production and the even faster production, that is better for me. But I do not have lead pop and power this way, so I'm going to need to get my village. I'm going to need to get that MIB if any lead balloons come out at all, which I don't know if lead balloons come out on round 52, 53, or 54. Somewhat surprisingly, no lead balloons through round 57, so we are allowed to get our MIB here. I'm just going to buy the jungle drums as well. And we're going to try to make some cash flow in here because I really want to afford another 5th-tier spike factory, whether it's a carpet of spikes or all the way up to a super mines here. I think that'll probably be the better long-term play for me if I can get the money for it. Besides being unbelievably, wildly boring, this is going pretty good. Round 80, we're going to take down this Oh My God, still perma-spiking pretty well here. We were able to save up for a 5th-tier Monkey Wall Street, and on top of that, get into free play and get our central market. Now, if we sell both of these guys, we're at about we're at almost $100,000, and if we sell this guy, we are actually at the number that we don't need. Oh, I thought that was 160. Okay, so we need like 5 more rounds at least of money making. Let's wait for that. Uh-oh, we made a mistakey poo. Round 82 is already too strong for us to take down with our Perma-spike. That is pretty horrific. This is where it gets interesting, because realistically, there's 0 chance that I can afford, even if I sell everything, super mines. So I can't survive the Perma-spike. I can't get super mines. What do we do? Well, every time we sell anything and buy anything, we're wasting our money away from super mines. But it might be the only way to survive. Spamming back and forth and never actually truly reaching super mine potential. That is a real thing that we're going to have to deal with here, and I believe, since we are limited to only 2 farms, that is likely what is going to happen here, but I just don't know for sure. Clearly, we're doing a pretty good job here with just the Spike Storm, and as long as these guys last a couple more rounds, I mean, we might be able to be going a few more, but obviously no guarantees. You know, I'm actually really surprised that this is going so well. This Spike Storm is straight up dominating. I don't really understand it. I did not know that this guy was this good. Obviously the maps are long and everything, but dang, this is powerful. We made it to round 90 with the carpet of spikes soloing and no perma spikes even required here. This is kind of absurd. Through round 90, into round 91 already. Aww, are we gonna be able to take down 91? No. Good news is if we sell everything, except for our village, we can get. You know what? Let's sell the village too. We're going to reposition it. We're going to go for a super mines. And we're going to go for the faster production. And we still have money left over, so if we, for some reason, need to sell this guy to get something else, we have that available to us. I don't think MIB does anything, but we're going to get it anyways, and let's see if this guy is what I want him to be. So far, he is indeed what I want him to be. Oh my god, he's beautiful! Heroes round 98, one of the beefiest levels in the game, and I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. Super Mines is still straight up dominating. For that price, though, it better be worth it. And round 99, we absolutely demolish, and now all we got to do is clean up round 100. The question is, can we go into free play? I think we beat the bad, so can we go into free play, and how deep can we go into free play? We will have to wait and see, my friends. The bad does get taken down and smoked as well. Uh-oh, this is tricky. Fast purple balloons. Oh, dude. That was like the luckiest, scariest thing at the same time. We're actually very good against slow, big, beefy balloons. Gives us time to put these things down. Against really quick purple ceramics and other stuff, this guy's not quite as efficient, as you could probably tell. 104. This is not looking very good. A lot of balloons trying to sneak through. There's really not much micro that I could even remotely do at this point. I'm not even going to try to micro it. See what happens. Do we get lucky? No, and there they go. Round 104. Very, very impressed with the Spike Factory as a whole. 5-2-0 Spike Factory, baby. Whoop, whoop.